Hello everyone and welcome once again to Elite Creations. Today we are going to be making one of my newest flowers, which is this beauty right here. Okay. Still a lot of petals, but it's worth it. It's so pretty at the end, as you guys can see. Okay. Today's colors we will be using. We're gonna make it a different color today. It's going to be this pinkish peaches color and white, obviously, for the middle. Okay. And we are going to be using the 65 cardstock paper, which you can find in any of your craft stores. Okay. And today we are going to be using 5 different size petals for this flower. Okay. Let me show you what they look like. They're like circles, just at the bottom you have to snip some out. Okay. It's going to be these right here. Okay, this is the first one. And this one is across. It's 16 centimeters. Okay. The next one across is 12 centimeters. Next across is 10 centimeters. Okay, this one across is 9 centimeters. And the last one, which is the tiny one, is 7.5 centimeters. Okay, so we're going to be using 5 different sizes. The same shape, just different sizes. 5 of them. And like I say, if you would like to purchase any of my templates, of course, you may send me a message and I will be more than happy to help you with that information. If you want to go ahead and just eyeball it from the video, you of course may go right ahead and do that too. Like I said, we're going to be using that peach color paper and the white one for today. All right, now for each of these templates, well, the petals for the flowers, we're going to be needing 8 of each size. Okay, normally towards the end you could probably have a few left over, but sometimes, you know, you probably will need them all. And but I always do 8 just to cover everything, just to have it all there. Okay, and I went ahead and I cut some shapes out for you already. Okay, so this is the big one. 8 of that one. Next, 8 of that one. 8 of this one. 8 of that one. And 8 of the tiny one. Like I said, probably from the tiny one and the one before that, you could have some left over or one left over, whichever it is. But definitely just go ahead and cut out the 8 for each 5 sizes, just in case, you know, you do end up needing them. Okay, once you have them all cut out, then you will need to open, or not open, but cut a slit down the middle, down here, about this size. I'm gonna go ahead and measure for you so you guys have an idea what it is. Okay, I would say from the bottom up, it should be about 4 centimeters for the big one. Okay, you cut the slit down the middle, about 4.5 centimeters from the bottom up. From the next one, let's measure it. Same thing, right in the middle, cut. And this one will be 3 centimeters, about 3 centimeters for the following. Then after that one, okay, you cut down the middle. And this one will be about 2 centimeters for that one. Second to last, this one would be about the same, about 2 centimeters as well. And the last one, this one, also you could do 2 centimeters to 1.5 centimeters cut down the middle for all of them. Well, for that one, for the last one, okay? Now, what we do next is we take our petal, and where we cut it in the corner, okay, we're going to put a small dot of the glue, and like we do with the other flowers, we're going to overlap it over the glue, and we have to bring it in some so it can look like this, okay, like this, like that, okay, looks like a chair, okay. I'll show you. I'm going to put this much glue. You can see it. Then we're going to take the other flap and put it on the top. Okay. I'm going to hold it, and it should look like this. Okay. Like a chair. Like that. Okay. So once we have that one, we're going to continue to the next one and do the same process. Okay. We're going to put some glue on the edge there. Glue stick is coming off, and we're going to bring the other flap over and bring it in towards the middle, okay, and then it should look like this also, okay. So this will also look like a chair. So we're gonna go ahead and finish doing all of our petals that we cut out, okay. Okay, so once we have everything completed, cut out and glued, they should all look like this. 8 of each size, and they're 5 different sizes, okay. If you look, go back to the beginning of the video, you will see what the sizes are, or if you want to go ahead and just cut them, eyeball it, however you'd like, you can also do that too. But there are 5 different sizes. So we have the big one, 8 of them. We have this medium size one, 8 of this one, 8 of the other one, okay. Here we go. 8 of this one, 8, 8, 8, 8 of the other one, and 8 of the last little one, okay. All right, so now that we have that done, we're gonna take our cardboard. This one I'm going to use a bigger circle, a bigger size circle for the backing of my flower, which is also going to be where we're going to glue our petal on. I would say this one is about 20 centimeters, okay, 20 centimeters. And let me cut up a little bit of this edge here. It's a little pointy. Okay. All right. So I went ahead and I cut out 4 strips for my edges. Okay. I cut out 4 just in case, because since it's a little bigger than the one I usually use, I want to have enough. Okay. And then of course I went ahead and I cut out a circle to be the back of my cardboard. Okay, it's the same color. I went ahead and I cut a little bit over the edges just to cover my my cardboard as much as I can once I put the edges on, because like I tell you, the glue sometimes could stay a little thick, so that way the cardboard, the color paper, will cover anything that you can see. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start, and we'll start with gluing our edge on our cardboard. Okay, take my glue, and of course you can use any glue you want. I prefer to use this hot glue, which is to me, for my projects, any crafts, any flowers, any activity that I do, I prefer to use this one. That's just my opinion. I just think everything gets glued on much better, faster. That's just my opinion for me, for my projects. Okay, if you want to use anything else that's more convenient for you, absolutely, you could go right ahead and do that too. Right? Okay, so here, and once you start putting down the strip on your edge, just make sure that you press down on it, so that way you won't have anything showing. If you do, it's fine. That's how we cut the back of our cardboard that we're going to put on here, paper that we're going to put on. We cut it a little wider, so then that way it could cover up any glue that's showing once we put our strip on. Okay, I mean, just if you do, you know, don't want to do that, that's fine. Just make sure you just press down as much as you can on the edge. Okay, we got one down. Let's see how many more we need for this. Okay. Okay. Go for another one. Put the next one on. Okay. Press down on it. Okay. Remember, if there's anything overlapping, you know, we always, once we're done putting the edges on, we go ahead and cut that off. So if you see anything that's overlapping, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and just cut it up once we're done. Okay. Okay. Got that one done. Okay. See? So far. Okay, we have those two. It's almost covering it up. Let's see, maybe we just need the last one and we won't need the other one. Okay, but right now it should be looking like this. Okay. Alright, so we only need the 3. Alright, so now anything that's left over, we're going to go ahead and cut that up so then we don't have anything overlapping. Okay. Alright, so if you cut it all up, nothing should be overlapping right now. Okay, and now we are going to put on our wire so that way we can hang this one. If you don't want to hang it, you just want to tape it up on the wall and just skip this part and just put the backing on your cardboard, and you should be fine with that. But this one I'm going to hang it, so I'm going to go ahead and take this wiring. Like I said, you can find these in any of your craft stores, and just go ahead and take some out. And we will just, you eyeball however long you want or however big you want the loop to be in order to hang it up on your wall. That's up to you. To me, I'm going to put for this one, make a loop here. And remember, you always have to leave some so you could be able to twist it, so you could be able to glue that part to the cardboard. I think this should be fine for this flower. Okay. And you can use any good scissors or any clippers to cut this off because this wire is thin, so it doesn't take that much to cut it. Okay, so now we're going to take the loop there and just do a little twist here so we could take that part and be able to hang it on the wall. If you think it's a little too long, like let's say this one, to me it's maybe a little too long. I'll go ahead and see. I don't know, like maybe to you guys it doesn't look that long, but to me it does. So I'm just gonna snip a little bit off of it, just a little bit, not that much. See, I think that's fine right there. You could take that part and glue it on the cardboard. Okay, so now you go ahead and you choose what side you want. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and put some glue on the cardboard. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I do like this, or you could just do a dollop, whatever you want. And go ahead and put in our little wire in there. Just work it in there as much as you can, and just hope it dry. So it could dry a little quicker. Okay. Alright, so once it's there, you could go ahead and start putting glue around the cardboard so you could put your backing on it. Okay. Go ahead and do that. You put in as much as you think you need. Alright, so as you see, I put on glue all over my cardboard, and now I'm going to take the piece that I cut up and place it on it. Right on the cardboard. And just press down. Just press down, press down, press down. What I also do is I go ahead and I flip it over and press down from there too. Okay. Okay. Should be looking like this right now. Alright. See? And our edges over it looks nice. Alright, and whatever is left over, we're going to go ahead, like you see here, we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and cut it off. Alright, so once you have everything cut off, it should look like this now. This side is ready, so we could glue our petals on. Our edges are nice and ready, and so is the back. Okay. If you would like to use any other color for the back or the edge of your cardboard, you may also do so. I usually just use the same color paper that I'm going to use for my flowers or any other project that I do. I may here and there have changed it in some of my flowers, but very rare. Okay. All right. So now this is what we're going to start doing. We're going to start working with the big petals first. Okay. So let's get that ready. Let's put these over here on the side. Okay. All right. So we're going to take one of our petals. All right. And we are going to, I usually just like to go ahead and start gluing it, the first petal, over where, over where my little wire is. It's just me, you know, you don't have to, but it's just me. That's how we're going to do it first. We are going to take and we are going to put some glue first in the middle here. Okay, not on the side yet, in the middle. Okay, I'll show you. The middle like this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put it down about, I want to say about 1 or 1.5 centimeters in from the edge. Okay, and just press down. All right, so it should look like this right now. Now we're going to take our second petal and we are going to glue it across from the one that we just glued on. And we're going to do the same process with the glue. Okay? I'm going to put glue down in the middle, down here, like this. And we're going to glue it right across from the one we just glued. Okay? Okay, I'm going to show you. So right now it should be looking like this. Like a mouse. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to take our other petal and we're going to do it, we're going to glue it on our other side like this. Okay? The same process with the glue in the middle. And glue it. Try to measure it, you know, so the openings could be somewhat even. Okay? So it should look like this. And now we're going to glue the other one, of course, right across from the one we just glued on. Okay? Go ahead and do that here. Okay, we're going to measure the openings. And go ahead and press it down. Okay? So it should be looking like this right now. Okay? Alright, see, it even starts looking like a flower already without all the petals on, right? Alright, so now we're going to take one of our petals and we're going to put it in between the other petals. But one is they're going to go under one of the petals and the other one is going to be over the petal. I'll show you before I glue it on. Alright, so we're going to take this one. Okay, that's how we glued it the way we did, because we're going to put the petal behind this one and then the other part is going to be in front of the other one like this. Okay, I'll show you again. Take it out. We're going to put glue on our petal and then we're going to put it one behind the other one that's in front, and the one in the back is going to be over the other one, like this. Okay? Slide it in like this. Okay? So I'm going to put glue, this one, in the bottom, all the way in the bottom, like this, all across the bottom. I'm going to show you. All across the bottom like this. Okay? And now I'm going to put it, half of it almost in the back of the one in front of it, and the other one right in front of the other, like this. And I'm going to show you. Okay? So it should look like this right now. Okay? Then, whatever petal is in front of the other one that we just put down, we just go ahead and glue it. So that way it can stay down. Okay? We're going to do that with the other one. I'm going to show you the other one now. The same process. We're going to take our petal and put glue across the bottom. All across the bottom like this. Ooh, go in there. Okay. Okay, come on, cooperate. We're going to put glue all over the bottom like this, once again. And we're going to put it in between the flowers, but one half of the petal in the back of one of the other petal, and one in the front, like this. Okay? Should look like that. Okay? And we'll go ahead and glue the other petal that's half of it that's open. Okay? And we'll do that with, we're gonna do that with the rest of our the other two petals that's left. Okay? Go across from here like this, and put the other one just like that behind one petal and in front of the other petal, and then we glue it. Okay, so it should be looking like this. All right, see, one in front of the other, one in front of the other. So now let's put our last petal on. Okay, and that's gonna go right behind this one like this. And now we glue the other one. Okay, so if you did it correctly right now, your first set of petals should be looking like this. Okay, and we're going to keep doing that same process with the other petals. Okay, all right, now if you'd like, you could do the same process, or let me show you another one. Okay, now you can, we've done it in other flowers before. Instead of, well, since this was the first set of petals, that's why we did it like that. If you want to switch it up, all we're going to do is we're going to put glue on, when we flip it over, it's going to, when it's flipped over in front of us, it's going to be your left hand side petal. We're going to put glue down here. Left side of the petal, like this. Just one side. Okay, or no, actually it's the right side. The right side. Yeah, since we're backwards, it's going to be the right side, and we're going to press down. We're going to put it right in front of one of the openings here, right in front of there, a little I want to say at least like half centimeter, 1 centimeter lower from the edge of the other ones that we just put down. So it should look like this. Okay, and now we're going to take our other petal, and now we're going to put glue all the way in the bottom like we did with the first ones. And we're going to put one of the side of the petals in front of the other one. And then just the other one's going to go down the other side. So it should look like this. Okay? See? Again, one behind the other. Right? I'm going to show you the next one. The same thing. Put glue in the bottom. And we're going to put, I'm going to put it like this. Okay? Like this. Okay? Should look like this. Alright? See, got 3 down. Okay. So it should be looking like this right now. And we'll just continue doing the same thing until we put that second layer of petals on. Alright, so you did it correctly. This is how it should be looking right now before we put our last petal on. Okay, so says remember the first one that we started putting on our second layer of petals, we only did half of the petal with glue. Now we're gonna take our last petal, okay, and we're going to put it behind the half that doesn't have glue on and the other half in front of the other petal that's right next to it. Okay, so we're gonna put glue all over the bottom. Okay, and now we're gonna put this one behind that one. Okay, so basically they're all one in front of the other, at least halfway. Okay, all right, and now this one that ooh, I feel like I have spider webs on me. All right, and so the other one that we didn't put glue on one side, now we're gonna go ahead and do it and just glue it down on top of the other one that the last one that we just put on. Okay, so it should look like this right now. Okay, very similar. Okay, and now we're going to do our third layer. Okay, we're going to do the same thing too. Why is so, oh, okay, sorry. All right, we're gonna take our third layer. Remember, there are 5 different sizes, so you have to be careful which sizes you're putting on. Okay, it's the big one, and just work yourself down to the little one. We're gonna do, the same process. Okay, we're gonna turn it over, put glue on our left hand side there, and bring it down like this. Okay, should look like this. See, not just half of it is glued down. Okay, so now we continue with this layer, the same process with this layer. Now we're gonna continue with our second petal for the third layer and continue gluing it down like we did our first 2 layers. Okay, so right now it should look like this, and we'll do the same thing for this layer too. Okay, so you did it correctly. We should be on our last petal now, and it should be looking like this. Okay, with one opening here, so we could put our last petal on our third layer of petals for this flower. And now we're gonna put glue across again. Okay, like we've been doing, and I'll put the petal behind this one and the other half in front of the other one. Press it down. Okay, see, show all of them on, but this is still no glue on it, so we're gonna go ahead and put glue on it now. Okay, so right now it should be looking like this. Okay, we have our third layer on. We're getting there. All right, so let's go with our fourth layer. Okay, here's a glare. All right, so let's do the same process again. Now, let's see if we're going to need all of the 8 petals. If we do, fine. If we don't, even better, but shall see. So once again, we'll go ahead and put glue on one side of the first petal, which is basically the right side, and put it down in front of one of the openings. Okay, should look like that. Okay, I'll put the second one, glue all the bottom. Okay, and put it in front of that one like this. So it should be looking like this now, our third layer as well. Okay, and we're going to continue doing that same process. All right, so you did it correctly. You should be looking like this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I did not need all 8 for this fourth layer. I only needed 6, so I have 2 left over. Okay, but that's fine. That's why I say if you need it, you fine. If you don't, it's fine too. But I always like to have, you know, everything that I need. So that way I'd rather have some left over than need more. Okay, so now that I'm on my last petal, I'll go ahead and glue the flap that doesn't have any glue on there. Okay, so I only needed 6 for this 4th layer. Okay, so should be looking like this right now. We're on our last layer. Okay, we'll do the same thing with this one too. Okay, put glue on one side. Remember, you could put glue on the left side, so then now when you put it down, it's going to become your right side, and that's the one we want down. Okay, we bring it in, put that down. So it should look like this. Our last layer. Okay, put glue all in the bottom for a second petal, and do the same process. Okay, so it should look like this. And we'll continue doing the same process. All right, so if you did it correctly, it should look like this. And we're on our last petal now. And also for this one, I only needed 6 petals for also the 5th layer, last layer. Okay, so I also had 2 left over. Okay, and we'll go ahead and glue that down. So if you did everything correctly right now, you should be looking like this. Well, not you specifically, but the flower. Okay, now if you want to put something in the middle here to cover the cardboard, like another piece of paper of the same color, you could go ahead and do so. If you don't want to, that's fine. We're gonna put something in the middle. Hopefully it's big enough to cover it, but this is what I'm gonna do just to keep it on the safe side, since I've never done it with you guys. With this flower, I'll go ahead and I'll put a piece of paper in the middle to cover the cardboard, and I'm gonna cut out a circle of the same color with this paper. Okay, you know what, I could probably use one of these petals that was left over and just cut it up. Just eyeball it. Just do some semi something there. So that way you could just go ahead and just glue that down. Something like that. I just go ahead and I just cut it over. Yep. It's gonna cover it. I'm gonna show you once I put it down. You don't have to, especially since we're gonna put something in the middle. But since I've never done one like this with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do it and cover that up so you guys can see. Sometimes there's some finishings in the middle that we put that doesn't cover the cardboard, so you know, just so it doesn't look ugly behind the finishing. So you know, we'll go ahead and put it. See, you could even leave it like this if you like, and you're done with the flower. Okay, but we'll go ahead and do the middle so it could look like this one. Okay, now let's put our flower to the side, and we're gonna take the white paper, okay, and we're going to fold it in half because we're only going to use half. Okay, so it's vertical, oh my god, vertical, I'm sorry, put it this way, vertical, and then we're going to fold it looking like a book. Okay, and then we are going to snip, we're going to cut it up, and then we're going to have half of it here like this. Okay, now we're gonna take our half, okay, and actually let me put it here so you guys can see what I'm gonna do. Okay, hopefully you guys can see from here, right? Okay, we're gonna take it and we're going to take this corner and fold it across, okay, downward, because we're gonna make it into a square. Okay, so bring it over and fold it. Okay, try to make it as even as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, see, we folded it across to the long side. Okay, and it should look like this. And now we're gonna cut off this rectangular part that's left over. so we don't need this. Once it's cut, we should have like a triangle. Okay, so if you open it up, it's like a square, even square. Okay, so we're gonna close the back up though. Okay, keep it in the triangle form, and we're going to take one long end and fold it to the other long end. Okay, like this. Okay, all right. If you have anything extra like this, it's not really even. I don't know if you guys could really see it. See, you could go ahead and cut it off just to even it out a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's on the long side of the triangle. Okay. See? Now it's even. All right. Now we're gonna take one of the long sides. Okay. See, there's two flaps. Once you close it, it's like this, another smaller triangle. And we're gonna take one of the flaps and bring it back to the other corner. Like that. Okay. And then we're gonna flip it around and do the same thing with the other long corner and bring it back to the other corner. Okay. Okay, so you did it correctly. Now you have a smaller triangle. Okay. All right, so if you guys see in the first flower, the middle part has all these little things like this in the middle. Okay, these little strips looking thing, but on the tip of it, it's like a triangle looking, like a candle looking tip. Okay, that's how we're gonna cut the tip for the other one. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and show you, try to show you like this, but if not, once I draw it down, then I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. We are going to take, this is our long side, which has 3 flaps, okay? And then for a right on the other side has 2 flaps like this, okay? Just 2, like this, 2, okay? So right from across where our 2 flaps are to the long side, we're going to do a half a circle in the middle, okay? I'm gonna show you. Like this. Okay? And on top of that drawing, that half a circle, that's where we're gonna do our little stems for our middle part. And I'm gonna show you. Okay. Just 2 stems like this. Like this. Okay? Alright. Now we're gonna do the top part, which is like little candle, like the top of a candle, I would say, or Christmas bulbs. All right, something like a triangle. Okay. So it should look like this right now. Okay, see, it looks like a little alien's head sticking up. All right, so once we do that, we'll go ahead and cut it out. And once it's cut out, it should look like this. Now what I do is I look to see if there's any little pencil marks that shows, and just go ahead and take an eraser and just take it off. Okay, then once you open it up, it should look like this. And now we'll go ahead and take a flower, and we're going to glue this right smack in the middle of our flower. Okay, take our glue gun or any glue you're using and just put the glue around it and put it right in the middle of our flower. Okay. If you did it correctly, it should be looking like this right now. Okay, see? Now, if you want to do any other finishing in the middle, of course, you may go right ahead and do so. But these are my finishing for these flowers. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed making this beauty here. If you want to see any more of my work, of course, you may check me out on my Instagram account, which is elite_creations_80. And also you can look me up on my Facebook page, which is Elite Creations. And of course, you may subscribe on this channel to follow more tutorials on how to make more flowers or any other craft in my channel. You may send me a message if you have any questions. Of course, I will be more than happy to answer them for you, or if you need any help with wanting to purchase any templates. So I hope you enjoy the video. Once again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.